Oh my God, I'm like a gremlin on the floor. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Jack and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be actually sewing together a new shirt that I hope is going to be reversible to a certain extent for my partner. So starting out with these were pants. At some point they have pockets, but as you can see, they ripped in the middle where the crotch is and they shrunk heavily. They are stretchy, but this doesn't fit him. He's like 6'3", so this probably will fit me if I sewed it together, but green and brown isn't my color, it's totally his. And so this is a hoodie that I got him by Samuel Ferrand, and he does a lot of psychedelic art. This one has a face in the middle. It's kind of technological and colorful. It glows in different like LED lights, which is really cool. And so I'm using this as the base because it fits him really well. I might make it a little bigger depending. Actually, as I hold it up, like I'm not gonna use this stretchy part because it's kind of useless to me, but I was going to use just underneath that. And as you can see, it's actually a little bit longer than the sleeve, which is great because the sleeves kind of come up to here for him. So I'm just gonna literally use this as a sleeve and it's already done. I don't have to sew it except for attaching it to the main body. Now I have this fabric from a Joann's that was going out of sale. No, they were moving. So they had all of their stuff for 60 to 70% off. And it's just this gorgeous Celtic knot theme going on. He is half Irish, so it kind of goes in with the bee mandala theme very well. These are the pants, and they have these beautiful like honeycomb circle mandalas in the middle, which translates really well with this. They're both kind of a greenish tint, which is awesome. And on the other side of this, it's like really, really noticeable. So he could literally wear it whatever way he wants. It's the inverse. And also the inverse of this is just like a lighter, kind of more washed out version of the print, which is kind of cool too, if you put them side by side. So if I lay this sweatshirt hoodie thing out really flat and then put this over it, I kind of want the circles to be in the center. So I actually bought more than what I wanted to use just so that I can align it nicely. And then hopefully the sides will kind of seam up together. These edges are literally the last part of the bolt. I might just keep it that way because that way I won't have to serge it. I don't have a serger, so I'm going to be doing everything by hand, which is going to be awesome. But it's a labor of love, literally. The rest of the fabric I'm probably going to use for the hood. And I'm going to make a nice big hood because he has a big head, and it will include all of his hair in it as well. My only concern is that this is a little bit of an itchy fabric. The inside is not so bad, so I think he's going to be wearing it with this on the inside, and he could always wear a shirt underneath. But if he wanted to wear it inverted, he definitely has to have a shirt underneath. I could do a lining underneath it, or inverse wouldn't be as cool. Okay, so I've never made a shirt before, but with my new light, you can see how iridescent this is. Luckily, this shirt fits in here with the circles literally going all the way up, the chakras, bruh. So I didn't notice this about shirts, but because shoulders, like the trapezius of a person, slopes down, so does this. So this is the perfect length, literally, because this is the halfway mark of the fabric, and it's literally the perfect length. I don't have to cut this part at all. I literally probably just need to cut a hole later on, but that's when I assemble a hood. I can see if I want to give him a V-neck or something, like a slit here. I'm literally just gonna follow this and give myself like a 1/4 or 1/2 inch allowance, because this does kind of run a little, so it would be great if I had a serger, but we don't. I'll just fold the fabric in on itself like so. And then that way, none of that fray will happen, you know? I don't know I didn't go to fashion school. I don't know a lot about sewing or like patterns, but I have hand sewn since I was 7, so. All right, I got my handy dandy catch-all. I do have a tomato pin cushion from my mom, but I don't know where that is. And this has more pins anyway, so we're literally just gonna pin this thing through. Tough to do with one hand. Like so we can cut that way. I'm literally just gonna like round this backwards so that I can see this silhouette of where I need to cut. All right, so we could take out all the pins, remove this rainbow thing, and then we're left with this, which is pretty cool. It's like a tunic. It's going into battle for the Fae. Okay, so this is the leftover that I cut off from the side. This is like the shoulder part. Wouldn't it be cool if like it was some sort of like elvish or elven whatever, like headpiece or something with like these coming down? I don't know, man. Gotta have fun with it. Okay, so I think the plan is to literally fold it the other way, and then after I pin everything, then I can sew it and then attach the sleeves. This is going smoother than I thought. I've never made a shirt before, so awesome. Okay, so I have all of that pinned out, and yeah, I am gonna have to do each side once and then sew it together. And that way it'll be more secure and also be kind of like serging because it's going over it more than once, you know? Sigh. All of that is moot. Everything changed after I did my Halloween costumes at my friend's house, and I'll show you what method I ended up doing, which was a lot quicker and faster. Or if you've seen that video already, go check us out with our Dino Nuggies costumes. But the result is more scratchy. Okay, instead of crab walking everywhere, I'm literally just going to do it this way. So this is a pretty shallow cut, and it's kind of a wide hood. It literally almost goes all the way to where my slits are. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually making it just a tad smaller on the opening, but making a deeper cut. So folding this that way and then making sure it's aligning as well as possible. I'm going to make 2 incisions. I like to start from the middle so that it's the halfway point. And I did need 2 hands to cut the hole, so that's what I did off camera and removed the excess fabric, which I'm going to use as a testing strip for burning the edges. Alright, I hope I have enough lighting in here, but I just wanted to show you guys this piece of fabric that I cut out for the neck hole. Let's use some protection, because these fumes are extremely toxic. You're literally burning plastic, synthetic fabric material. Make sure that your windows are open too. If you take a lighter and you gently get the edges, then it becomes really solid. And unless you pull really hard, then it doesn't fray. So you don't have to use a bunch of fray check. And this is an alternative to serging, which I don't have. I'm literally hand sewing because this is my alternative. I'm trying not to waste that much fabric because by folding it in twice, I could have done that too. But there's still possibility of it fraying on the inside due to movement. And then, you know, obviously it can just start fraying on the outside afterwards as well. So I actually had to hide this project behind my dresser because I wanted it to be a surprise for my partner since he has upgraded to a better job, and this was going to be his gift. One thing you need to be careful of is that some edges will burn faster than others and you're still using fire, so please be safe. I tapped the end of the lighter to the edge anytime it caught fire to put it out. Please have an adult help you if you need it. It's always good to have someone spot you no matter what age you are. It also actually helps to trim some of the extra fibers of the fabric before burning it. So that way your flame is going to stay small and it doesn't catch to other parts of the shirt, which saves on the fabric allowance. So this is the hood originally, but I looked up patterns for like a Jedi hood because I want it to be dramatic and big. It's about 17 to 18 inches. This is with seam allowance. And then this is 12 inches at the bottom, so it should be here. This is about 15 inches, so this is actually going to be enough for like the opening, I believe, which is up to here. And I could use the design on this to figure it out, but I also wanted these circles on the sides of the heads. My main concern is that sometimes hoods have 3 pieces where they have an extra panel here so it's not pointed at the back, but we'll figure that out afterwards. I still have a little bit of fabric to put in between if I really need to, and I could do like the middle of a circle or something in order to do that. All right, so we're literally just gonna connect the dots, cut from here and then straight across. All right, this hood is pretty epic though. Like, Red Riding Hood, who? Okay, so, whoops, wrong way. So this is the structure of the hood, right? And I know it looks like a weird shape, but this part is actually going to get attached to the shoulders. So it's kind of going to look like this. Now, I don't know how I feel about this part sticking up so much, but if you tuck it in a little bit, it doesn't bother as much, I guess. It just looks like a wizard or a witch's cloak, which I'm down for. And my partner's head is a little bigger than mine, but I think this will work well for him. I'm doing a back stitch that has overlap on the front and the back ends of each stitch so that it has good tension and is tightly knit together. It's going to be invisible as the seam is going to split where all the stitches end up running down. This is real time of me actually sewing, and it didn't take too long. I actually thought it was going to take a lot longer, but you know, if you just put on some really good music and kind of get into a zen mode of it, it's done a lot quicker than you think. Okay, so I've actually sewn these shoulders already, so now it's time to do this. I'm just gonna probably pin it and then start sewing along. I'm also thinking of leaving this part as a slit, like a tunic. Okay, as you could see, I left a slit by the hip where it's going to open. Okay, so it is a little scratchy, and I do have to make the opening a little bigger because it barely fits my head and it doesn't really stretch, so he's gonna need a bigger opening. It's got a little bit of a potato sack thing going on, but he has a very strong inverted triangle shape for his torso, so I'm hoping this will fill out nicely. And then if he needs more space here, I have tiny slits on the edges I can like make them longer. The thing that I can do in order for him to fit his head in without losing too much integrity of this circle is I could create a slit down here too. And then that way it'll allow his head to come out, and then, you know, I can have a snap button shut it just so that he could fit his head through. Okay, so I think I decided which side is going to be the front by a couple inches or so, just to give a little bit of a V shape. And then I'm gonna fold them in. I'm wondering if I should just fold this whole thing in. It depends on where the hood falls, so I should probably also decide where that is. But first I'm gonna burn this because I already see it is fraying really badly. Since I don't really know where the hood is supposed to start on the shirt, I'm taking the middle point of the hood and aligning it with the middle point of the shirt so that hopefully roughly even and matching. And then I'm gonna pin everything based off of that. Okay, so kind of crazy. It actually fits around the whole thing, which is awesome. The work goes around my hair clip, so that's good. Whoa. It's a lot more hood than I thought it was gonna be. Oh. Whoa, that's a lot of hood, actually. We'll see. So I'm literally gonna just chop these off right under the thing, like so. Instead of throwing this away, this could totally be used as like a, to protect your hair, you know, from stuff. Kind of works, honestly. All right, everyone, so now it's time to attach these pant legs. So literally, like, well, they actually fit me because they shrunk. But anyway, I think his arm is literally as long as my leg, which is really sad. But okay, so taking one of the sleeves, or technically it's the leg, but we're gonna make it into a sleeve. I'm going to put my hand through and pull it inside out because we're sewing the shirt inside out anyway. And then we're going to find the inner seam of the pant right here, and we're going to align that with the armpit so that when we pull it inside out, it connects all the way through. Now, this pant leg, it's way bigger than the actual armpit hole. And so after pinning this together, I'm gonna make that a solid pin right there. We're actually going to create a pleat about halfway up and then make sure that halfway through the pant hole matches the seam of the shoulder at the top. And then we're gonna do that on both sides. So this is what it looks like completed and pinned together. I know it kind of looks like a mess right now, but as you can see, there are pleats throughout this whole thing until a little under halfway. And then at the very top, that's the middle of the sleeve. So when I turn this inside out, it's going to line the pant seam with the side of the shirt. I know I've already shown a lot of sewing clips, but last one, I'm just like pinching that pleat that I made together, and then I'm just running my needle through it. And I'll go back and forth on this several times just to ensure that this will hold. There's like no midway for this hood there, kind of. And then like, these look kind of fun. I like that the pocket is right here. Don't know if he's gonna want that functional or not, but I could add a zipper to it if you really wanted me to. But yeah, goblin mode. Yeah. I think it looks pretty good. I really like the touch of the pants as opposed to this. It's way more comfortable. It's a little itchy on the inside, but I feel like I said, if he has like another shirt underneath, like a tank top or something, but it's not terrible. And if he's drinking, I don't know, maybe it'll numb the itch. But I also really liked how the sleeves have the scallop on the bottom. That's where the ankles were for the pants. So yeah, I'm gonna surprise him after his first week at his new job, so, and get his thoughts then.
Like Celtic knot?
Congratulations on your new job.
What is this? How's the pants?
You wanna try putting it on?
Oh, I love that fabric. Oh wow.
Put it on.
And a hood?
Put it on.
Wow, okay.
I don't know if it's your size. I tried to take a shirt that you already had. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna fit. Oh, it kind of does. Okay, it fits. Oh, the wizard
I like
hood.
the big hood, yeah.
I know.
Big hood sick, bro, because
You look like a fucking wizard.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna fuck this up, bro.
Do you like it?
I love it, baby.
I hand sewed it.
I can tell. Thank you.
What do you mean you can tell?
There's a little bit in the front right here that's like sharp.
I know. Okay. Yay!
I dig it. This is so cool. I love it.
It actually is a perfect fit.
Go me! Okay. Bonus, you get this. This is the pants like opening, but if you put it around your head, it actually works as like a headband or like a, yeah, and then pull it over your, you, do it. Yeah. It's kind of like bandana, kind of like the...
Pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I'm
pretty
just gonna
sick.
say, like, it looks really good, and it's actually useful.
Yeah.
I'm sewing some ribbon by the neckline because it was itchy. Alright, so he's never done makeup before, and neither have I, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, eye makeup done. Or let down your hair. Rapunzel, Rapunzel.
Hey, Rapunzel, I don't need no saving.
Good. And those luscious locks of wizard hair. Trying to get away. Okay, can you like dip down just a tad? Cause like you're real. Okay, great. Hold on, hold it. Oh. Okay. Okay, so final thoughts. How does it feel to be like an elven king wizard?
I love it. It's my life. I've manifested my true meaning. That's it.
I think I did a pretty good job. I think these two go really well together. At first you're like, oh, what? It's like light versus dark, but the overall patterns and just like knowing who he is and like what he could become, dark, ethereal, I think it works really well. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share so that other people can learn how to repurpose their old torn clothes. Subscribe and click the notification bell so that you know when I have new content out. I post every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And until next time, Jack and the Elven King out.